Thomas and Friends, The Christmas Letter Express is an hour-ish animated film from 2024. This is a TV special directed by Campbell Bryer. It's written by Rick Suvalle, and we have a US voice cast including Charlie Zeltzer as Percy. We have Michael Dobson as Santa Claus, and Thomas is voiced by Kai Harris. And the UK voice cast includes Oliver Milchard as Percy. We have Santa Claus voiced by Tom Dussek, and Thomas is voiced by Shaun Jemmett. And I like the story. It is very festive. I don't like the animation, and it's not just that I don't like it because I grew up with classic Thomas the Tank Engine, and I much prefer the classic style. That is definitely the case, but I do find that this animation is quite garish. It's not that nice to look at. I don't love it, but it's certainly watchable. I feel like the more I watch it, and I found this with previous Thomas specials, the more I watch it, the further into the special that we get, it does become easier to deal with. And the festive aspect of the animation is beautiful. The narrative focuses on a forgotten child's letter to Santa. It has been left behind, so Percy decides to race against the clock to get this letter delivered to Santa. I think it's a lovely narrative. I think it's a really sweet story, and the characters involved are all an absolute delight. So I don't have any issues with the narrative, the characters, the pacing. Everything is very well done. I don't have any issues with the story at all. We also have some great voice acting. We have some really nice colours. The colour palette is really stunning. So I don't love the animation style, but the colours do make it really, really pleasing. A lot of bright, bold, vivid colours. So I guess the animation kind of balances out. And as I said, there is a lot of festive animation. It does have a really strong Christmassy feel to it. They made a real effort to make it festive, and I really, really appreciate that. And in general, it is a sweet, fun story. I'd say it's easy to get emotionally invested in the narrative. I really hope that the letter would be delivered in time, and I'm not going to say what happens, of course, but I found that the story was easy to follow and easy to believe and become emotionally invested in, and I hope that Percy would deliver it in time. So the narrative works well. The animation is not the easiest to get on board with, but the colour palette and the amount of Christmas in it are very satisfying, so it's definitely not too bad. If you're an existing Thomas fan and you haven't seen it, absolutely check it out. If you're just looking for a fun, festive animation and you're not really that bothered about Thomas, maybe still watch it, but just be prepared for some quite bold and very confident animation. It is very confident in its style. It never feels like it's badly animated. They're very creative with the animation, and the colours are very in your face. So if the animation style is happy with itself, then I guess that's the main thing. If this is the style they wanted, then that's absolutely fine. But I don't love it. I really don't love it. And it's not just because I grew up with classic Thomas. But I guess this one's visually more engaging to some extent. It's certainly a lot bolder and brighter and more in your face, but nevertheless, it still works well. It's very festive. The story is an absolute joy, all things considered. Thomas and Friends, The Christmas Letter Express, is one that I'm happy to recommend.